Good morning one and all. Myself Bhavani from Civil Department. Today I am going to give the lecture on tropical cyclones. In the last class I already told you the what is meant by tropical cyclones and what are the different types of exogenous hazards we are going to see in this module. In that module already some minimum info I already gave you in the last class, what is meant by cyclones, floods, thunderstorms. Okay, like this I already gave you the info. And here coming to the first one, that is tropical cyclones here. Firstly, before going to the cyclone topic, here you can see the infrequent events. What is meant by this infrequent events means which is having the limited predictability and it cause the greatest damage and it will be the longest time needed for the disaster recovery. Why? Because these infrequent events nothing but here you can see the examples, that is cyclones, lightning and also hailstorms. And when these type of infrequent events occur means that will pose the very much great risk of disasters here. And in this one, first one, that is cyclones or tropical cyclones, local storms. These are all it causes them and distribute the human adjustment, perception and mitigation. Okay, overall we are going to know about these cyclones here. And next one is hurricanes and tufans. Hurricanes and tufans is also the same storm type only, that is tropical cyclones. We can see in the Caribbean and China Sea region. Okay, coming to our main topic, that is tropical cyclone. What is meant by this tropical cyclone? Or it is nothing but the intense circular storms. Okay, intense circular storm that will originate over the oceans or tropical oceans. This can be occurred due to the low atmospheric conditions and high winds and also for the heavy rainfall. Okay, and what are the regional names of these tropical cyclones? Or you can see here, cyclones we can call it Indian Ocean and South Pacific, and hurricanes we can this is the regional name for North Atlantic, Central and Eastern North Pacific. Next one is Tufan. This is the regional name of Northwest Pacific. Okay, here you can see this this type of picture I already showed you, and again you can see here, if this is our overall equator, in this area we are going to call it as the hurricanes. And you can see this path also, this arrow marks you can see. According to this arrow marks only, these hurricanes or tufans or cyclones can be happened here. Okay, means in that region we are going to call it as the cyclones overall in this region. Okay, and in this region we are going to call the tufans here. And next is cyclone. Okay, and here in this cyclone, hurricane and tufan will be same only. Okay, one thing is necessary here, cyclone I am going to tell you, hurricane will be same and also tufan will be same. Everything is same, but area to area, region to region, name can be different. Okay, overall this topic everything is same only here. Okay, and what is meant by this cyclone is, it is nothing but the large scale air mass. Means overall when this cyclone is occurred means in the rotation model it is going to be occurred, which will be generated with the low atmospheric pressure. And in this one you can see this picture here. Here you can see the low pressure generating, and from this low pressure generating, what will happen means it will just rotate like this, means like this it will be happen, or like this it will be happen. And when the this cool, there will be subsiding in the warm air and descending of the cool air when this cyclone is happen. Why? Because here you can see the warm air cooling here. When water is going to be going to the upward means overall that warm water will get converted to cool water. Okay. And here that will just rotate like this. Rotate like this. Cyclones are rotating like this. Okay. And coming to the first one, that classification, tropical cyclones. And here tropical cyclones are nothing but the very intense circular storms here that can be originate from this tropical oceans, which having the low atmospheric pressure, high wind, and also the heavy rain here. And mainly here in this tropical cyclone, we are having some classification. You can see here. For the tropical depression, overall wind speed will be less than 39 mph. Okay. And for the tropical storm, wind speed will be almost 39 to 73 meter per second. And for the next one, that is hurricane, tufan, or any cyclone, it will be having the wind speed of 74 mph. Okay. Means this 74 mph, it is nothing but the higher amount of the wind speed. Next one is extratropical cyclone. Here, extratropical cyclone, it is nothing but the cyclones form which is outside the tropics, and these are very much associated with the weather fronts such as warm fronts and also cold fronts. Means here you can see like this, here small you can see this point, warm moist air, and this one cold dry air. Means firstly in the bottom very low pressure will be there, and that low pressure will get started, and when that pressure water is going to the upward direction, overall dry air can be, we can see, and water also it will change to the cold air. Okay, not the moist air. It will just rotate like this. Okay. And here, what are the main characteristics of this extratropical cyclone? Or they may be having the cold and warm fronts here. Mainly, these are formed in the mid-latitude region. And on the land, you can see this one, how these extratropical cyclones are formed. Firstly, this is overall the cycle here. You can see this arrow marks. According to this cycle only, overall these cyclones are going to be formed. And mainly on the land, low pressure will be there, and that rises to the warm air. After that one, when it goes into the atmosphere, it will just wind is going to be generated, and due to this wind generation, overall it will descend the cool air. In startingly, below there will be normal air will be there. When it goes into the bottom, cold air will be generated. And again, when it is going to be fallen means there will be descending of the cool air will be there. This descending of the cool air that will directly fall into the ocean with the high pressure here. Okay. Next one is subtropical cyclones, and in this subtropical cyclones, what is the definition is having? It will be having the both tropical and also the extratropical cyclone characteristics here. And mainly these subtropical cyclones, we may be having the lack of symmetry in their structure. Means overall structure will not be same when compared with the tropical and when compared with extratropical. This structure, it may lack the symmetry of the overall structure of the cyclone here. Next one is structure of the cyclone. Here, when any type of cyclone is formed means its structure we are going to define here. First one is eye, and here you can see this, this one is the eye. Okay. And this eye, it is nothing but the center of the cyclone, which will be having almost a speed of 32 to 64 kilometer in diameter. It can be characterized due to the light winds or clear skies here. Okay. And next one is eye wall. It is that eye wall, it is nothing but the this one means here you can see that this white layer you can see now. This is called as the white eye wall, and this is the when the intense thunderstorms is happening that will be surrounding that eye, that is called as the eye wall. Means for the eye, the wall is going to be means here you can see if this is the cyclone means this overall is the eye. For this one wall like structure you can see here, that is called as the eye wall here. And mainly it also contains the most severe weather condition. It may include the strongest winds and also the rainfall also we can include here. And next one is rain bands. Here rain band is nothing but the overall spiral bands of the thunderstorms that will just extend outward from this eyeball. Here you can see this arrow marks, you can see these sky blue dots, you can see these are all the rain bands. These caused due to the heavy rainfall and also the strong winds here. Okay, this is the overall structure of your tropical cyclone. Okay, this one is eye, and this wall like structure is called as the eye wall, and this sky blue dots is called as the rain bands. Next one is how the formation of this cyclone is happened means from the warm ocean water. Means when the ocean water temperature is almost 26 degrees means that can require for the tropical cyclone formation. Okay, at this temperature this type of cyclone can be formed. And next one is moist air, and due to the moist air like high humidity in both the middle and lower levels, these cyclones can be happened. And these Coriolis effect, it is nothing but the effect, it is nothing but the deflection of the path of any type of object. Means if any object path is rotating around the earth, means rotating around means that is the effect called as the Coriolis effect. Means deflection of any path of any object that will rotate. Okay, that will rotate, that is called as the Coriolis effect. Mainly if formation of this cyclone is due to this Coriolis effect also. Mainly it needed to induce the rotation here. And also these tropical cyclones can be formed at least 5 degrees latitude away from that from it. Okay, and next one is pre-existing weather disturbance, and because of the waves like a tropical wave and also because of the low pressure condition, it can also develop the tropical cyclones. And next one is low wind shear. If there is low wind shear means vertical wind shear will be there, means it can be allows the storm structure to develop and also to organize. From that one also formation of cyclone can be occurred. Nextly, destructions of the tropical cyclones. And here because of the destruction of the cyclones like mainly this destruction can be happened with the numerous factors here. What are the main factors means maybe its location or maybe its size or maybe its intensity. And when these tropical cyclones got destructed means that may be due to the for example we can say this forest regions. In these forest regions what will happen, these trees will get uprooted and that bottom layer of this roots will get defected. Okay, and some of the regions like in coastal regions, banks and also the embankments got eroded. Means because of the erosion these banks and embankments are also eroded. And in some of the regions like deserts, these sand dunes got reshaped. And in mountainous regions these mudslides and landslides can be occurred. When any type of tropical cyclones is happen means these are all the destruction happen in different regions here. Okay. In deserts, sand dunes can be reshaped. In mountainous region, mudslides and also landslide can be occurred. These are all the destruction happened due to the tropical cyclones here. Okay. And here we are having some classification, that is primary, secondary or tertiary hazards. Firstly, in this primary hazards, what it will happen means, mainly in this primary hazard, it will include the strong winds, heavy rainfall and also the storms. Okay. And why this heavy rainfall is going to be occur means, when the sea level is rises without any indication. Okay. That overall water that goes into the earth surface, when that earth surface also will get wet means, that water will go to the low lying areas nearer to this coastal areas, and that will drown the humans, their livestock, and also there will be huge damage to the infrastructure, road transportation, everything got damaged in this condition. And there will be communication, at that time communication can be lost, and there will be resulting in the huge human loss for both the humans and also the animals, and property loss will be there. Here you can see how these because of these cyclones, how the rainfall is falling. And next one is secondary hazards, and in the secondary hazards it can include the floods, fire and also the freshwater flooding. If the heavy rainfall and also the long term rainfall happened in the both rivers and also the oceans means, it may cause the submergence for the nearby areas. Okay. And erosion can be happened for the farming lands, and if this erosion happened in that farming land means, overall agriculture means crops will get destroyed, and overall floods can be happened at that time. And in some of the forest regions, if the strong winds will be there means, forest fires can be happen, like wild means because of this strong winds only fires can be happen, because of this intensity of the cyclonic winds. Here you can see the floods. Because of this floods, how the overall damage occurred for our daily life. Okay. Next one is territory hazard, and in this territory hazard, main condition of this territory hazard is contamination of the water. Because of the contamination of the water, that will give rise to the water spread diseases like cholera, malaria, dysentery, and recently we heard about that water amoeba also. Already in Kerala, one small girl, she died because of this water amoeba only. When in contaminated water, these small amoebas will be present. When they go into our body, they will just eat the brain. Okay. Overall, we are going to die because of this water amoeba also. Other than this cholera, malaria, dysentery, we are going to face numerous, we can't know in that water that will be there. But contaminated water, we are not going to drink, or we are not going to use that for daily life also. Okay. That will cause different diseases for us. Okay. And mainly it will also cause damage to the tourism and destruction of the buildings also. Okay. Here you can see, and these are all the contaminated water and how the child is playing here. Means maybe this child maybe he may not get any type of diseases, but they have to be very careful when the contaminated water is nearby their houses also. Sometimes children, they don't know if that water can be drinked or not. Okay. We are going to just we have to give some lectures to them. Means lecture means we have to educate that type of people who are living that nearby areas of the contamination water. Okay. These are the references books I have referred. You can also refer. Thank you everyone.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.